for you. Alongside Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. Here we go. And New York has possession. To the middle. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
And that's how you like to start the game. Boom, straight to the bucket for the easy deuce.
To the paint. Pass to Gobert. James deciding where to go with it. And he's going for the oop here. Now here's Gobert. Defensive Player of the Year 4 times over, Stan. Rudy Gobert tied for the record.
Yeah, Brian, alongside Dikembe Mutombo and Ben Wallace, and Gobert's capable of getting another one too, assuming his countryman Victor Wembanyama doesn't start taking the reins.
And so Gobert nails both of them.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Screen by Robinson. The baseline, Jay. And that one's good. Cunningham.
Not an easy shot at all. Cunningham seems to have it early on in his NBA career.
On the wing, Reeves. From outside the arc. Drops in the 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. And here's Brunson from the arc. Hits a 3-pointer.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Gobert. And it's New York with a rebound.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Just over a minute and a half in. They get the rebound. The kick out to Brunson. And stolen by Reeves. And stolen by Cunningham. And here's Brunson from the arc. No good there.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Reeves has got 6.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Back to Cunningham. 5 to shoot. Screen by Robinson. Here's Brunson on the mark with the 15-footer. Brunson's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
On the wing, Reeves. To the inside. Davis. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
So he gets them both.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
And here's Cunningham outside. Gets the 3 to fall. 5 points in the game.
A pretty big component of Cunningham's game. He knows how to produce from the arc.
And there's a pick. James outside. Right side Reeves. Back to Gobert. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Outstanding job converting in close. Gobert understands how to execute around the rim.
Cunningham outside. Screen by Robinson. Fires high post. Count it. Good. Cunningham's got 7 points.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Outside Reeves. Pass to Davis. Back to Reeves. Left side Davis. And here's Doncic. He's watched by Cunningham. Doncic, no good. Outside Robinson. There's Cunningham with a three. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. New York out in front. They lead by a bucket. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Oh, sweet move. Rebound, Buffalo. Two shots, two makes. Off to a good start.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Pass to Brunson. Down low. Duncan. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
And though he has a scorer's mindset, Brunson willing to make the next pass.
Screen by Robinson. Over to the wing. Kicked it out of midair. In transition. It's Jokic, high post. Outside Edwards. Jokic, the screen. On the wing, Curry. Back to Edwards. 6 to shoot. And Cunningham pulls it down. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for New York. Cade Cunningham has faced his share of challenges in his career, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, the injuries, the discouraging losses, but he's remained steadfast through it all. He's a committed and mentally tough player.
Believes in his game and now wants a team around him that can fulfill that need. New York shooting their first free throw of the game. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Cunningham, right side. Pass to Worthy. Here's Duncan. They swipe it. And they're on the run. Here's Jokic. Jokic muscles it down.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Brunson with it. And it's blocked by Edwards.
Well, I love whenever Edwards is this engaged defensively. Excellent job coming up with the block.
Here in quarter two, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Clock at 4. Here's Cunningham. Porter with the steal. Time called here. Buffalo wants to talk it over. Here's Buffalo with the ball. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And dunking it with authority inside. This is why Jokic guys look to feed him down there.
Pass to Garnett. Outside Curry. Now here's Edwards. Anunoby covering. Edwards can't hit.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet. For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Jokic. Back to Edwards. The kick out. Curry fires the three. Hartenstein pulls it in. Here's Malone. Curry with a steal. And here comes the break. Back to Jokic. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Buffalo out in front, up by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. A chance to get a quick injury report.
I was able to catch up with New York's head athletic trainer. He said they're concerned this is a serious injury and it's going to keep him out of the rotation.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Boy, this injury definitely looks like it could be serious, guys.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
Yeah, you never want to speculate on injury, but that didn't look like something you were going to bounce back from quickly.
And rejected. And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Payton. Pass to Hartenstein. Outside Anunoby. Clock at 6 for the tie. And the shot falls short that time. Now Reeves. He has 7. Gobert up top. And here's Reeves. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Yeah, nice dish by Gobert. With his height, he can see over the whole defense.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. New York trails by 5. And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Outside Brunson. Inside. And he converts the layup.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
Buffalo leading by 3. Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Reeves. The layup off target. And here's New York now. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. It's blocked by Gobert.
Well, Rudy loves erasing shots. Every chance he gets, he'll take a swipe at you.
Back to Reeves. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Malone.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Back to Payton. Outside Anunoby. On the wing, Payton. And stolen by Reeves. James with the ball, and it's Brunson picking him up. Here's Reeves. Hartenstein pulls it in. New York trails by 3. Out to the wing. James with a steal. In transition, here they come. Shots blocked. Pass to Brunson. It's stolen by James. And he slams it in one-handed.
Excellent decision from James. He's all for whipping passes to uncover teammates.
Here's Brunson outside. And Brunson won't miss many of those.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
Doncic deciding where to go with it. Oh, stolen by Payton. Anunoby on the wing. High arcing shot. And Gobert with a block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. 35 seconds left in the third quarter here. And here's Brunson from the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
And you can't forget to guard these corner spots, or guys like Brunson will hurt you.
.20 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Jokic. Look at Jokic going to work inside. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Back to Payton. Takes a 3. Knocks it down from distance. Payton's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. New York out in front. They're up by 2. And we're just moments away from the... And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. And New York has possession. 2-point game. And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. So New York going with almost an entirely new group here. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
J.B. Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Yep, that one goes.
Certainly not the best look, but I admire the confidence to let it fly.
Pass to Garnett. To the inside. All by himself. On the run out. Brunson finishes at the rim.
And no matter how the D's coming at him tonight, Brunson has adapted. And that's what great scorers do. They figure it out.
Here's Jokic. Robinson defending. Jokic the screen. Oh, Robinson with a block. A nice shot by Duncan. And it's an 8-point New York lead. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for New York.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And defensively, they're speeding them up, forcing mistakes, and continuing to come up with steals.
Here's Brunson outside. Rebound, Buffalo. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And here's Edwards outside. The rebound by Duncan.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Screen by Robinson. A nice shot by Duncan. Duncan's got 6 points in the quarter.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Brunson surveys. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
Excellent anticipation there to come away with the steal.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Let's see if they have enough in the tank to take the lead here.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Buffalo making some changes.
Substitution on the court.
A minute 37 left in the final quarter. Here's Cunningham. And Davis with the block.
No chance. Davis just too much to handle on the defensive side.
To the middle. Here we go. Here's Anunoby. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. And New York leads by 8. Outside for Davis. Pass to James. And he drops that one in.
Unfair. I mean, combining length and strength beautifully. LeBron can get his shot off pretty much whenever he wants to.
Here's Duncan. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws good. And it's an 8-point ball game. 51 seconds left to play in the fourth. Outside Reeves. Picked by Gobert. Here's the three. And it's New York with a rebound. Right side, Anunoby. And the call will be against Austin Reeves. So that'll be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go.
At the line, 2 shots.
And he ends up missing both free throws. Two-second difference between shot and game clock. Doncic right side. From deep, it's hauled in by Robinson. Anunoby for 3. Davis with a rebound. So New York wins it. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. So long, everyone.
Admit I gotta cut up. Johnny with the